Hello, students. A very good evening. This is the platform of the Academy, and the chapter that we are going to study today is the preposition. A very interesting chapter of English language. So, let's begin with it. So, what are preposition? The preposition is a word that is placed before a noun or a pronoun to show in what relation the person or thing denoted by it stands in regard to something else. Now, in the name of the word preposition only, its meaning is there. Preposition, the word position is here, which tells us that it is something related to position. So when we tell the position of something, एक किसी नाउन या प्रोनाउन की पोजीशन कि वो कहाँ है किसी दूसरे के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में प्लेस बिफोर अ नाउन और अ प्रोनाउन टू शो इन व्हाट रिलेशन उसका क्या रिलेशन है दूसरे पर्सन के साथ बाय इट स्टैंड्स इन रिगार्ड टू समथिंग एल्स और वो क्या उसका रिलेशन है या क्या उसकी पोजीशन है फॉर एग्जांपल द कैट इज ऑन द टेबल now here one noun is cat and the another noun is table. So on here is a preposition which is telling us that this noun, that this object is on another object. The object is cat, so the cat is on the table. So here the word on is a preposition which is telling us the position of cat. Understood? Now the second example, I am fond of chocolates. Now here fond means to like something, to have likeness for something. So likeness again becomes a noun, and likeness of what? Of chocolates. So chocolates is a noun. So here the word of is showing us a relation between the likeness and chocolate. Likeness, kiski likeness? Likeness of what? Likeness of chocolates. So of is here acting like a preposition. Yes. So in the above example 1, on shows the relation between the cat and the table. So cat and table both are nouns and on is showing the preposition. Sorry, position. And secondly, in the above example 2 shows the relation between fond and chocolates. And the second example of here is showing the relation between chocolates and fond. So this, by both the examples you can see that they are used for showing position. So there are many other examples of preposition: in, at, by, with, for. So every preposition has a separate use, and as we will proceed with the chapter we will learn about each one of them. So we get the basic idea that what are prepositions. The prepositions are the words that show the relation or position of something to something else. Okay, so let's move to the next slide. Types of preposition. So now the prepositions have been divided into various types on the basis of what purpose they do or what structure do they have. The first type of preposition that we are studying is simple preposition. Now they include at, by, for, in, off, on, out, through, till, to, up, with, etc. So there are many prepositions that we have already done before. So all of them come in the category of simple preposition. At, as you know, we will be discussing each one of them little bit. So at is used for time, for exact time, at 3 o'clock, at 5 p.m. Similarly, we use also at for places like at some village, at Prayagraj or at Delhi. So for small places we use at. Then the another one is preposition is by. By is used when we talk about the instrument or the doer of an action, that this work was done by him. So here by act is telling us the doer. For, when we tell that for what purpose something is done. I have brought a pen for you. So again the pen is for that person. Similarly, in is used to show the position. If something is inside something, we say in. The children are in the class. Similarly, off tells us that something belongs to whom. This box is, for example, off. It shows that the substance something is made up of, like the cloth is made of silk. So again, the material of the cloth is silk. So then there are of, which is used for separation. For example, the child fell off the bicycle, यानी वो bicycle से गिर गया. जब दो चीजें अलग हो रही हैं, then we use of. Then on, if something is on something, like we had studied the first example, the cat is on the table, the cups are on the table only. So all these are telling us the position. Similarly, out, when something is moving out from somewhere, the children came out of the class. Again, the position of the children is what, they are out of the class. Through, now through tells us that if something is passing from something, from inside something, for example, the train passes through the tunnel, means tunnel is a closed space from where the train is passing. So there we use through. Till talks about time. It's the time limit. For example, I will wait for you till 5 o'clock. So again, it is telling us that time limit till where I will wait. Similarly, to that the purpose of the action, that I am this something doing this to help him. So again, is showing the purpose. Up means something is going up, and with mean 2-3 things are done together. That come with me, मेरे साथ आओ, ठीक है? Go and talk. Yes. So with also tells when two or more things are together. So all of these are simple prepositions which are used in different situations. Second one, compound preposition. These are usually formed by prefixing a preposition A or B to a noun, adjective or adverb. ठीक है? So we either add A or we add B, BE, and by adding them we form a compound preposition, either to a noun, either an adjective or an adverb. How? For example, about, above, across, along, amidst, among, amongst, around, before. till here we are adding a, ठीक है? So round में a add हो गया, around बन गया. फिर then we are taking some of them which are beginning with be. So before, behind, beneath, beside, between, beyond. Then inside, outside, underneath, within, without, etc. ठीक है? Then we have pending, regarding, respecting, touching, etc. So all of them come in the category of compound prepositions. So why they are called compound? Because they are made up of more by adding something to a word. जैसे out में with जुड़ गया तो without हो गया, with in में with add हो गया तो within बन गया, side में out लग गया तो outside हो गया. So like this we get the compound prepositions. Okay. So if we discuss each one of them, then about is used for when we say that some topic is about something. Like for example, if we are reading an extract and it is talking about Akbar, so we will say this extract is about Akbar. ठीक है? जिसको कहते हैं बारे में, ये इसके बारे में है. Similarly, we talk about above. Above means something that is up of something. For example, on a wall, if there are 2-3 photographs and one photograph is up and another one is down, so we say that this photograph is above this one. Okay. Then across. Across is used when we move from one side to another. If we are crossing the road, if we are crossing the river, then we use the word across. I moved across the river on a boat. The child was able, for example, the child ran across the road, means from this side to another side. Similarly, we have along. Along talks about the case when something is going on with something. जैसे आप किसी चीज के बगल बगल चल रहे हो, जैसे अगर आप सी साइड के किनारे बीच पे गए और आप समुद्र के बगल बगल चल रहे हो, तो what will you say? Along. I walked along the sea coast, यानी समुद्र के बगल बगल में चल रहा हूँ. ठीक है? Then amidst. Amidst means बीच में. कुछ चीजों के बीच में अगर कुछ हो गया, सो वी से amidst. There are many friends amidst these members of the society. Means कि इन लोगों में कुछ काफी मेरे friends भी हैं. Among is used when we talk about more than two people and something is between them. For example, if there are many trees और उसके बीच में कोई बच्चा जाकर छुप गया, so what did you say? The child hid among the trees. Similarly, amongst, it's a very much similar to among only. Then around, जब कोई चीज के चारों ओर घूम रहे हैं, जैसे you know about the sun moves around the earth. Then before, you already know before की पहले जो आता है वो before है. Behind means पीछे. अगर कोई कर्टन के पीछे जाकर कोई बच्चा छुप गया तो हम क्या कहेंगे? The child hid behind the curtain. Similarly, beneath means below. ठीक है, कोई ऐसे ढकी हुई चीज है और उसके नीचे कुछ छुपा दिया या उसके नीचे कुछ चला गया, so we say beneath the sheets. Then beside means बगल में, side से beside बना हुआ है. Now between and once again, yes, between and among are very similar to each other. The only difference is when there are two people, then we use between. अगर एक चीज यहाँ है, दूसरी चीज यहाँ है और उसके बीच में कुछ रख दिया, so we use between. लेकिन अगर दो से ज्यादा चीजें हैं, then we use among. Then beyond means something that is outside the scope. I say that the topic that we are discussing is beyond the syllabus. Beyond syllabus मतलब कि वो syllabus में included नहीं है, उसके बाहर का है. Then we have inside. कोई चीज अगर अंदर है, then inside. बाहर है तो outside. Then the another word is underneath. Underneath talks about those cases where something is below the layer. For example, if something is underneath the soil, so we say there underneath. Then within means some things are there and out of them inside we are talking about something. There we use within. And without means उसके अलावा, means किसी को हमने include नहीं किया, किसी चीज को अलग कर दिया, there we use without. That make this dish without using honey or without using any particular ingredient. So there we use without. Then we have some words like pending, regarding, respecting, touching. All of them are used in different cases and they come in the category of compound prepositions. Next, we have the phrasal preposition or group preposition. Now, why they are called as phrasal preposition? The reason is that they are formed by joining two or more words. Okay, because we know about the phrase also, that phrase is also a group of one or two or more words. Similarly, phrasal prepositions will have more than one word. You can see according to, in accordance with, in place of, agreeable to, in addition to. All of these have more than one word. So they come in the category of phrasal preposition. Okay, they also have a different usage. As we will read, we will be coming to know each and every type where they are used. For example, if I talk about according to का मतलब होता है कि इसके हिसाब से, like complete this work according to the instructions, यानी इस काम को जिस instructions के हिसाब से complete करो. ठीक है, so there we use according to. Similarly, we have in accordance with, that is also has the same meaning. Then we have in place of. In place of मतलब इसके जगह पर किसी इंसान को रिप्लेस करके कोई दूसरा इंसान लाया गया, जैसे कैप्टन कैन नॉट प्ले इन अ टीम, सो कैप्टन को रिप्लेस करके किसी और को लाएंगे तो वी विल से वी नीड अनदर प्लेयर इन प्लेस ऑफ द कैप्टन. सो देयर वी विल यूज इन प्लेस ऑफ. Similarly, agreeable to, in addition to, in reference to, along with. Along with means किसी के साथ साथ. That do this work along with your project, यानी इस काम को प्रोजेक्ट के साथ साथ करके खत्म कर दो. Okay, then we have on behalf of. On behalf of मतलब किसी के behalf पे कोई काम किया, कोई जहाँ कहीं पर नहीं जा पाया उसके जगह पे आप गए हो, उसको रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हो. So there we say on behalf of. I have attended this meeting on behalf of my friend. ठीक है. Similarly, in regard to, away from, किसी से दूर हो गए. In case of, in case मतलब situation arise होने पर. In case of emergency, call 100. तो यानी इमरजेंसी अराइज होने पर, इन केस ऑफ. सिमिलरली इन स्पाइट ऑफ मतलब बावजूद. In spite of giving the instructions, the children created chaos in the class. Instructions देने के बावजूद बच्चों ने क्या किया, क्लास में disturbance create किया. तो there we use in spite of, because of उसकी वजह से, in comparison of मतलब किसी चीज से कंपेयर कर रहे हैं, ठीक है, तो वहां हम कहते हैं in comparison of. Instead of is very much similar to in spite of only. Instead of मतलब उसके अलावा. Instead of coming to meet me today, you should come tomorrow. आज आने की बजाय तुम्हें कल आना चाहिए. So there we use instead of. Then we have by dint of, in compliance with, by means of, in consequence. There are many and many phrasal prepositions. Okay. So this was about it. Now the fourth preposition is participle preposition. When present participles are used without any noun or pronoun attached to them, they are called as participle preposition. Means we are using the present participle form of the verb, and with that we are not using any noun or pronoun. For example, bearing. Bearing means stopping something from happening. Concerning, passing, considering, during, notwithstanding. All of these you will see they are like verbs. They act like verb because they are the present participle form, but here they will act like preposition. Bearing मतलब किसी चीज को रोकना, ठीक है. Concerning मतलब किसी चीज से रिलेटेड बात करना. Concerning all the students of the class, I think that this decision is correct. सबको ध्यान में रखते हुए मुझे लगता है ये डिसीजन सही है, ठीक है. सेम थिंग हैपेंस विद कंसिडरिंग ऑल्सो. ड्यूरिंग किसी चीज के दौरान कोई काम हुआ, दैट वी वेंट टू प्ले टेनिस ड्यूरिंग आवर समर वेकेशंस. एंड नॉटविथस्टैंडिंग का मतलब होता है ना समझते हुए, ठीक है. नॉटविथस्टैंडिंग द कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस ऑफ हर एक्शन, शी डिड व्हाटएवर शी वांटेड टू डू. मतलब कि अपने एक्शंस का कॉन्सिक्वेंस ना समझते हुए, रिजल्ट को ना समझते हुए, वो जो चाहती थी वो उसने कर दिया. तो नॉटविथस्टैंडिंग मींस नॉट अंडरस्टैंडिंग. ओके, so these were all 4 types of preposition. I hope this part is clear. So now let's move to the next part. Next is class of preposition. Now there's another way also to divide preposition into 3 groups where they will tell for what purpose they are used. For example, if the preposition is telling the time and date, then we call it a preposition of time or preposition of date. Means ये समय की बात करते हैं, समय से related. There we have at, on, in, by, to, till, until, during, for, since, from, within, before, after, afterward, and then, etc. At कहाँ पे use करते हैं? When we are talking about the exact time, that is I will meet you at 5 p.m. ठीक है, या फिर I will come to your school, to your home at 9 o'clock. So we are telling the exact time. Similarly, for when we have on. On is used for days and dates. Like my birthday is on 5th of December. ठीक है, so there we use on. Then in is used for longer time periods. For example, for month and year and centuries, we use in. I was born in 2005. या फिर my birthday is in July. So for months and years we use in. In the 19th century, the computers were not there. So again we are using in. So for centuries and all we use in. Similarly, we have by. For example, come to me by 5 o'clock. 5 बजे तक मुझसे मिलने आ जाना. तो again we are using it with respect to time. Until इतने बजे तक कोई काम हो जाए, लिमिट दे देते हैं. That wait for me until 5 o'clock. यानी 5 बजे तक मेरा इंतजार करना, ठीक है. Then we have during. During means किसी चीज के समय के दौरान कोई काम हो रहा है. During the winter vacations, during the break, ठीक है. During the classes were going on. जब उसके बीच में कोई काम हो गया, then we use during. Now all of them are used in the context of time only. You must have heard about them. As we proceed with the chapter, we will study each one of them in detail. Next one is preposition of place. Like similarly, the adverb of preparation of time was telling about time. Similarly, the preparation of place will tell about where the thing is. Similarly, like for example, at. Now, if the place is small, then we use at. For example, if we are giving the address of something, I live at 525 Muttiganj, Prayagraj. So 525 Muttiganj is what? It is the address. So for smaller places we use at. Similarly, at the airport, at the hospital, okay, these are small places. At the museum we say. Then when the place is big, then we use in. For example, in case of city, in place of country, we use in. I live in India. Yeah, I live in Lucknow. So again, we are using in there because it's a larger place. Then on is used when we're talking about that something is kept on something. कोई बॉक्स रखा हुआ है टेबल के ऊपर, तो हम बता रहे हैं क्या बॉक्स की प्लेस, दैट द बॉक्स इज ऑन द टेबल. सिमिलरली वी हैव टू, देन वी हैव बिहाइंड. बिहाइंड मतलब पीछे. ठीक है, किसी के पीछे कुछ रखा हुआ है तो हम कहेंगे द कबर्ड इज नो the boy has hidden behind the cupboard. ठीक है, तो पीछे छुप गया, वो प्लेस बता रहे हैं. नेक्स्ट थर्ड वन वी हैव preposition of travel, or they're also called as preposition of movement, क्योंकि ये मोशन बताते हैं ना. अभी तक क्या होता, चीजें रुकी हुई थी तो हम लोग वहां पे ऑन, इन, एट इनका यूज करते हैं. जब चीजें चल रही होती हैं, फ्रॉम वन प्लेस टू अनदर समथिंग इज मूविंग, तो वो क्या रहता है, प्रिपरेशन ऑफ मोशन. फॉर एग्जाम्पल फ्रॉम, आई मूव्ड फ्रॉम अपस्टेयर्स टू डाउनस्टेयर्स. Similarly, we have to, when we talk from that the plane is moving from this place to that place, from India to Europe, the plane is going. So again, it is showing the movement. Then we have by, on, into, upon, out of. All these talk about movement. Out of कैसे किसी चीज से बाहर कुछ निकल गया. ठीक है, द बॉल हैज कम आउट ऑफ द बास्केट, तो यानी बॉल बास्केट से बाहर निकल गई. देन वी हैव ऑफ. ऑफ का यूज करते हैं, ऑफ का यूज करते हैं जब कोई चीज किसी चीज से अलग हो रही हो. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर बच्चा साइकिल से गिर गया तो हम क्या कहेंगे, द चाइल्ड फेल ऑफ द बाइसाइकिल, यानी दो चीजें अलग हो रही हैं. वैसे ही मान लो पेड़ से पत्तियां गिर रही हैं तो हम क्या कहेंगे, द लीव्स फेल ऑफ द ट्री. ठीक है, so this is another category of preposition, the adverb preposition of time, preposition of place, and preposition of movement. Next one, that is the position of preposition. Now prepositions can be used at different positions, and there is a rule behind it, that how we will be using them. Prepositions normally precede nouns or pronouns. However, in certain cases, it is possible to move the preposition to the end of the sentence. तो ज्यादातर जगहों पे preposition जो है वो noun या pronoun के पहले लगते हैं और वो दो noun या दो pronoun के बीच का relation बताते हैं. लेकिन there are some cases when they are used at the last. So now one by one we will discuss all the cases. When an object of the preposition is an interrogative pronoun like what, who, whom, which, where, etc., the preposition can take the end or the beginning of a sentence. When the object is a interrogative pronoun, जब sentence का जो object है वो एक interrogative pronoun है. Interrogative, you know, which are used for asking questions, जैसे कि what, who, whom, which. So in those cases, the rule says that the preposition can take the end or beginning of a sentence. यानी कि वो या तो शुरुआत में आ जाएगा या तो लास्ट में आ जाएगा. For example, what are you thinking of? You can see an interrogative pronoun has been used here what, therefore the preposition has gone at the last. preposition बिल्कुल आखिरी में चला गया और बन गया what are you thinking of. Similarly, to whom were you talking? Again, to whom, to whom were you talking? तुम किससे बात कर रहे थे? तो again whom is an interrogative pronoun here and the preposition has come in the front. ठीक है, so they can come at the last also and they can come at the beginning also. Secondly, when the object of the preposition is the relative pronoun, that the preposition takes the end position. जब सेंटेंस के अंदर जो ऑब्जेक्ट हम लोग यूज कर रहे हैं वो that किससे लगा हुआ हो, ठीक है, इज द रिलेटिव प्रोनाउन that, तो प्रीपोजिशन क्या हो जाता है, आखिरी में आ जाता है. कैसे? दिस इज द डिश दैट शी इज फॉन्ड ऑफ. तो यहाँ पर यू कैन सी दैट इज हियर. सो द रूल सेज व्हेन दैट विल बी देयर इन द सेंटेंस, जब सेंटेंस में दैट आ जाएगा तो ऑटोमेटिकली द प्रीपोजिशन विल गो एट द लास्ट. तो ये फॉन्ट ऑफ हो गया यानी कि लास्ट में हो गया. ठीक है. Now the third case, when the object of the preposition is infinitive. Infinitive you must have heard, पढ़ा होगा तुम लोगों ने. infinitive form होती है where we add to with the verb, with the first form of the verb, to eat, to go, to come, to sleep. All these are what? These are the infinitive forms. So the preposition is placed after the infinitive. तो जब कभी सेंटेंस में एक infinitive आ जाएगा तो उस केस में जो preposition है वो हमेशा कहाँ पर लगेगा? It will come after the infinitive. infinitive के बाद. Example, it is a beautiful house to live in. ठीक है, तो यहाँ you can see to live is the infinitive. We have to and with to we have the first form of the verb. So the preposition has gone at the last, is placed after the infinitive. तो ये रहा हमारा infinitive और infinitive के बाद ये in हो गया हमारा preposition. ठीक है. So this is how the rule goes on. So again I'm repeating it. For in case of interrogative pronoun what, who, whom, which, the preposition can come at the last also and it can go at the beginning also. Then when the object has that, then the rule says that it will always come at the last. The preposition will always come at the last. And when the object is an infinitive, जब वहाँ पे infinitive होगा तो preposition will always come after the infinitive. So preposition will always come at the last. Okay.